Hi, I was sick last time.
You can take your coat off.
Or if you're cold and you want to keep it on, that's cool too.
You like my shirt?
Nice, I like it.
Ta-da.
All right, Dieter, come on up. Okay, can you guys think of a peach or a pit? Or both?
Well, I have both.
Okay, who are yours?
So, my classroom, we have a checkbook. And
Yeah.
a checkbook system.
Ooh,
And we
that's
have an
cool.
auction every term.
Nice.
And so,
That's a peach, right? That should be a
Yes.
peach.
well, no.
No?
That's always, that's happened last year too.
Oh.
But, so, Dad, I lost $25 because, well, because I had late work.
Oh, man. So they take away money?
Yeah, if you have late work.
Pay your penalties.
That's a pretty smart idea. Not fun though to have to give up the money. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it kind of is a peach, but then it was
But guess
pit
what?
because what?
Every day, you get $10.
Every day?
Yeah. And at the end of the week, every day you did we have class jobs.
Mm-hmm.
Every week you get $10 for every day you did your job.
That's awesome.
If your job you don't do every day, you get paid for being ready if your job order is called. We're ready. You have to people that have to go look, and then you get paid $50 still.
Nice. I want to come to school and get paid and spend money in an auction.
Yeah.
Okay, dear.
But then they do. Yeah. You have people who donate things.
Oh, that's cool.
Uh-huh.
Okay, can you think of a peach or a pit? Or
I
both?
want a gigantic.
Nothing?
I want one at Christmas.
Oh, that's a peach.
Yeah.
That better be a peach, right? Okay. No pits?
Oh yeah. And
That's awesome.
$1. What last auction? Guess what?
What?
I got. See, it was. I got a gigantic bag. Like it was like this tall from the ground. Like this tall
That's
from the
pretty
ground.
awesome.
Of veggie sticks.
Oh, that's
The
awesome.
veggie, you know. It was
That's
like this
fun.
tall.
That's
This
cool.
wide.
Awesome.
It was just like. It was
Okay, we're doing a
massive.
peach or a pit, or both. Can you think? Thank you. Can you think of a peach or a pit?
Well, this week I had a pit this week because
Okay. What's your pit?
having my class party on Friday, but I'm not gonna be at school.
Oh man, that's a pit. Okay.
I'm having
Anything
my
good?
voice.
Oh, is that a peach or a pit? Okay. It's like some people think it sounds fun when their voice goes like gold teeth. Okay, can you think of a peach? Any peaches?
Well, I'm not because my mom made me have petite strawberry.
Ooh, I like that. That's
I have
great.
another peach.
Okay, oh, we gotta keep going.
One peach.
Okay, tell me
I have a
quick.
field trip tomorrow.
That's a peach. That's definitely a peach.
It's the Natural History
Ooh,
Museum.
fun. That's great. Okay. Whoa, sorry. Are you awake? Okay, we're sitting right here. Ready? Oh, the days of the merry dancing, all the rhythm of for one of the stars of gladness, all the lost like for you. Up girl. The boys began to gather in the dawn of the summer. No louder. And the carried pipers turning made a song of love. All to think of it all, to dream of the bells were bright with tears of all the days of the merry dancing, all the ring of the pipers tune, all for one of those hours of gladness, all of us like our youth too soon. Good. We need a little more of a richer noise there, I think. Okay, go grab tambourines, please. Down by the base.
I'm practicing.
All right, you guys should be really ready with this one because we're passing it off today.
I'm not ready.
So,
I'm not ready.
no, that's okay. We need to keep it a little more time. Okay, so I want you to pick a variation to play. Right hand, hold your tambourine and taps this on your right thigh. So switch over. Yep, left hand is right here. So how would we do this one? We go left, right, right? Okay, what about this one? Left, right, left. Okay, this one left, right, together. Good. All right, so let's play it with the music.
let's sing it first, and then we're going to just do the first note and see if we can make it all the way up. Ready?
Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do.
Okay, this time we're just going to give you do. We're going to try and make it all the way up here. Ready?
Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do.
Let's come down.
Do, ti, la, sol, fa, mi, re, do.
Good. So we have this one. Do, ti, do. Can you sing that?
Do, ti, do.
Listen to this one. Do, re, do, your turn.
Do, re, do.
Good. Let's do our hand signals. You guys can look right here. All right. So start with do. We start down here. Do, and then we have re. Use both hands. I just can't do both because I'm playing. Mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. Good. Very good. All right. Tell me what interval this is. Really? Six for God? Seven. There you go. There you go. Good. Fifth. The sick duck. Okay, very good. Turn to your keyboards. Turn to page 50, please. Down by the bay. Okay, I had this little starfish that played that song that I think it hooked onto a car seat of one of my kids, and it played Down by the Bay. It was the cutest little starfish. All right, page 50, Down by the Bay. We are passing this off. If you're ready. You don't have to pass it off tonight if you're not ready. Okay, Dieter, Amelia, you guys ready? Kinda. Okay, you can tell me if you need more time, but if you're ready, let's do it. Dieter, are you ready? Okay, Isaac, come over here. Amelia, come over here. Our traveling choir. How about you watch and kind of see if you're ready? Isaac, we need your voice. Come on.
You can do it later.
Can you give us an intro to Dieter? So G, B, 7, G. Make sure you're there. Down by the bay, where the watermelons grow, back to my home, I dare not go, for if I do, my mother will say, did you ever see a goose kissing on loose down by the bay? And we don't have to do the second inning. I think we're good. That was excellent. Okay, Amelia, what do you think? Okay. Dieter, come join our choir. We probably, since we have such a small class, we probably would have time to do the second inning. I got the gist of it. You guys got it. Okay. Oh, we gotta turn it up, or we can't hear you. Okay, so give us a little intro. Down by the bay, where the which one are you doing? Are you doing this one? This one. Okay, so go a little bit faster. Down by the bay, do, 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 do. Like that, okay? Yeah. Okay, so try it right here. So down by the bay. There's the apple where the watermelon. Oh, not yet. You gotta do G. You gotta do one more That's awesome. We're at 67 now. You guys need to breathe some more.
Too much electric class last time. More body.
That's right. Okay, awesome, you guys. Turn to page 46. Tiratomba. Actually, they sing Tiratumba. You guys hear did you hear when they sing it on the CD? Tiratumba. I always want to say tomba. Okay, I like this song. Do you guys like this one? Okay, let's do it together. Hold on.
Slow down, Kirk.
Let me find. Yeah, it's a good song.
Yeah.
Okay, so position. Ready, go. So. We will talk about our festival in just a little bit, but festival is not next week, it's the week after, okay? So next week is normal class, still come, and then again we'll talk about festival in just a minute. Let's pass off finale, page 52. Tiratumba, there we go. Tiratumba sounds awesome, you guys are doing really good with that.
This is my variation.
I like that one, that's really good. Okay, page 52. Who is playing piano part 1 on finale? Nadia? Isaac? Dieter, which one are you going to do? 2. Awesome. Okay, let's get in position, get ready. Get the music turned on here, and then we'll play it with our instruments too. All right. You don't want to go that fast. Okay, very nice. Sit back. Close away. All right. Please grab a pencil. Come to the circle and turn to page 11. Grab a
Happy
pencil.
little
and
suckers. Happy little suckers.
They have disappeared. I know. I get more. Are they all gone? Oh, there's a few.
You know, but why are they still?
Okay, pencil and your book. Pencil and your book and turn to page 11.
Pencil and your book turn to page 11.
That is exactly right.
Where is it in top
Don't
things?
worry about the suckers.
It was like,
Isaac, are you ready to pass off? Will you walk a little faster today?
I'll try.
Okay, if you're not ready, you can have more time. I just wanted to check.
I know, but I'm gonna try.
Okay, but there is no try. It's do or do not.
I'm going to
You're going to do. Okay. All right, look at number 1.
try.
Okay, so we're looking down at music maker number 2 at the bottom, and looking at number 1. This is on page 11. So look down at, yeah, Amelia, you're in the right spot. Just look at number 1 of music maker number 2. Right here? Yeah, music maker number 2, look at number 1. That's really confusing. Okay, we're going to clap that first rhythm. That's a little bit tricky. We might have to kind of think of 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and in our head to help us. Okay, here we go. So we're holding it. It's tied, right? Okay, look at number 2. Ready, clap. Ton, 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 ton. Rest. Okay, number 3 has some crazy tied notes in there too. So I'm going to count 1 and 2 and 3 on this one because it's much easier for me. Okay, you ready? Here we go. 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Okay, good. That's a tricky one.
This is weird. And the tie note.
Yes.
It's the same as a dotted quarter note.
No, because there's one more beat. So it's a half note. See how it's a half note?
No, what?
Which one are you looking at? Oh, in 3. Yeah, in 3, it's a half note at the end.
First tie.
The first tie. Yes.
It's the same as a dotted quarter note.
If I see what you're saying. Yep. Yeah, for some reason they want us to hold that one. I'm not sure. Okay, look at number 4. Here we go. Ton. 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 Okay, are you ready? Pencils out. We are going to first put the number of which rhythm you hear, and then we're going to go back and fill in the actual rhythms, the notes, okay? So each rhythm is 2 measures long, so don't put them right next to each other. You need to leave some space. Okay, are you ready? All right, here we go. Okay, let me do it again. Here I go. Okay, that was better. I didn't do so good the first time. Here it is again.
I wrote it down.
Do you know which one it is, Amelia? Yes, you were correct. And then you can go in and fill in the notes. So you know you've used that one. Awesome, that was fast. Really fast writing notes. Okay, I'll just give you a second to write it in if you want to do it that way.
Because I can write it fast. So I figured out writing fast.
So it's 2 measures long. Oh, okay, I feel like it's going down. Go over. There's quite a few bodies in the next class, so we'll see if I can get it.
Warms it back up, I'm sure it will.
Okay, you ready to move on? All right, here's the next one. Listen carefully. Here it is again.
Pencil that's in there.
Amelia, which one? Listen again. Right.
try that again. Oh, yeah, yes, that's the round. Sorry, I'm looking at two different things. One that has my order that I want to do them in. And I'm expecting numbers from it. It's so fast.
I don't know whether it's mechanical pencil or vanilla. The one he has this one.
I don't know who's there. Who do you belong to?
You just ended up it was in there, so I grabbed it. I really like this. I really like mechanical pencils.
So now, yeah, that one goes into the next picture. There you go. I have a daughter that will only use mechanical pencils to write with. She has a lead issue, like normal pencil, like you can't even write with a pencil next to her. She's like, oh. So she uses mechanical. I don't know how that's so much better to her. I'm like, that sounds like chicken scratching.
I can already get the.
Okay, here's our next one. You ready? Here I go. Here it is again. Totally throwing myself off by having two different things here. Yes, you are correct. So you've probably figured out what's next, but I'm going to go ahead and still clap it. Here I go. Here it is again. Oh, that's terrible. Let me start over. Okay, now that you write them in, what order did you get?
4, 3, 1, 2.
4, 3, 1, 2 is correct. Good job. That's why. On one paper I wrote 4, 3, 1, 2, and another paper I wrote 4, 3, 2, 1. That's why I was all confused, but you basically did. Good job. We did end with 2. Okay, when you are finished, draw a big smiley face next to that
Stick.
for your awesome hard work. Okay, so let's talk festival.
My smiling face is gigantic.
Okay, so festival is not next week, but the week after, the 18th. And you will come for a 10-minute time slot. And Amelia, we're working something out, so that we'll do yours at a different time. And I'm not sure yet if Scott's going to come that day or we're going to do this a different day. But you will come dressed up as if it was like a recital, and your parents can stay in the car. You're welcome to come sit in the lobby, but we don't let parents in for this. But they think it's kind of fun, because they're like, ooh, parents can't even come in. So you will come for 10 minutes. I will have you play one of your recital songs for me that you have been working on really hard. You don't have to have it memorized. If you do, that's awesome. I will have you sit down and maybe warm up. I'll probably have you do a couple 5-finger patterns. I might say, okay, do position. I want to hear a parallel 5-finger pattern. Okay, and then I might say, ooh, in so position, can you try contrary? You guys remember what contrary is? That's where we start with our thumbs and go out, right? So you want to make sure you're practicing these at home, both ways. Okay, and then I might say, okay, do you feel kind of warmed up? Or maybe I'll have you play another song or kind of whatever you want to do to warm up. And then you'll play your song for me, and I'm going to be writing all this stuff down on this paper. Like, ooh, their fingering was so good, or their staccatos were so crisp, or their legatos were so smooth. Stage presence is one of the things. So did you smile?
Did you sit up straight? Did you play the song the way it's supposed to be played? So that means like, let's say it was, I'm trying to think of a really good, like if you were playing scherzo, for instance, and well, that's not a good one. How about bagatelle? If you were playing bagatelle and you played the whole thing legato, well, the whole thing is pretty much staccatos, so that wouldn't be the right kind of style, right? So your articulation wouldn't be real correct and you weren't really playing in the style of the song. But I will look for things like that. And then I might have you play your song twice for me. Again, I'm looking for fingering, so you want to pick a song that you really know well, or that you're really practicing hard. And then I will, again, have you do some 5-finger patterns. Scale triads, you guys have been practicing those, right? Okay. And then we're going to go over your theory sheet. So next week, Miss Melissa will give you a theory page, okay? I can even show you what it looks like, so you're not like, what is she talking about? So this theory page looks like this. And I don't want to hand it out tonight because I worry that it might get lost in 2 weeks. So this is what the front looks like. Name the following notes using solfege and letter names. So on the top line, you can see this one says so. And then on the next line, you would write what letter? What letter goes with so?
G.
G. So I would write so and then G. And it doesn't matter if your so has a L or not. That's fine. Okay, this one. Name the following intervals. Remember how we figure out our intervals? What would this one be? What that would be? From me to so. Maybe a third. So you'd write third. Okay, this one. Write the counting underneath the following rhythm. Well, if you look at this rhythm and you see right away that it has 8th notes, what do you need to remember in your counting? Yes. So they started this one for you. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and, right?
Why are there 16 notes?
You would do like a 1 E and a, but we don't use 1 E and a, 2 E and a, 3 E and a, but we don't usually use those. Okay, so if you have any questions about your rhythm, we'll kind of go over that stuff. Right here, circle the correct whole step, half step pattern. Do you think it's keynote, whole step, half step, whole step? Or do you think it's keynote, whole step, half step, whole step, whole step?
Ooh, first time we're talking about the minor one.
Yep, that's the minor one, but we want the major one. Which one's the major one?
The first one.
First one, yep. Remember
Second
keynote,
one.
whole step, half step, whole step. Okay, this one, draw an X on the notes for the following 5-finger patterns. So a D major, we would start in Re position, right? Do you remember what we have to remember? We have Re, Mi, B. Re, Mi, Fi, So, La. So you put little X's on those. Okay, what about Fa position? Do you guys remember? Fa, So, La, Te. No, good job. Okay, this one's kind of tricky, but if you use this, remember how we can use this pattern to help us? This is E major. So if I was on Mi, and my next thing I have to go up a whole step, it would be to a B, and then another whole step, C, and then a half step, La, and then a whole step, T. Yep, okay? So does that kind of make sense what we're going to do? So I want you to work on this after Miss Melissa gives it to you. Take it home, work on it. Try and do as much of it by yourself if you can. If you need some help, that's okay. And then bring it with you because we're going to go over it and make sure you understand all the stuff that it talks about, okay? So bring it with you to festival. Okay, thumbs up. Thumbs up. If you're going to do that. Thumbs up. Here. Oh, I see your thumb. Okay. All right, so let's talk about our festival times. Okay, so Dieter, I'm going to have you come at 6:25 on December 18th because the class before needs a little 10 more minutes. And then Isaac, can you come at 6:35 on the 18th? Does that sound okay for you?
And then I think Scott will come at 6:45.
And then do we have it the next week or it's Christmas?
Then we're off for 2 weeks. So the next week is Christmas, the next week after that is New Year's. We don't come back till the 8th.
So, and then the next week after that's recital.
Yes, so the 8th is our
Okay.
recital practice, so I need everybody there on January 8th, yeah.
Practice during break.
Yes, exactly. And then the next week on Tuesday is our recital at the 15th, at 7. It will most likely be at 7. Yeah. Did you have a question, Isaac?
Next week is the last week we pass off.
If you have stuff to pass off during festival, we'll have time for that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like, is next week the last pass off thing though?
In the book, yeah. Yeah, usually that would be the last. So that's the one where we do like, do you guys remember where we take the colors and we do our theory? Our theory is usually longer. We have a lot of coloring to do, like circling intervals and stuff like that. That's next week. So yeah. But you're always welcome, Isaac, to send me like a musical message or something too. Because we want you to really focus on your recital songs. Those are the ones we want you to pay attention to the most. So if the other songs are kind of getting in the way and you just want to be done with them, then go ahead and...
We've been needing to get like a main piano. Like one of those weighted keys.
Oh,
Mine
awesome.
doesn't have weighted keys.
It doesn't have weighted keys?
If you just go, it's super slow, it just plays the same time. If you go, if you say that, it's hard to stand.
It's still the same?
It just, dang, it's like,
Oh, man.
dang.
Okay, so remember, next week, normal week, okay? Next week, normal week. It's the week after that you're gonna dress up and come to festival. Okay, so I need to make sure I have the correct stuff. Isaac, cookies and cream is your favorite candy bar. Amelia, Twix, the jumbo. Jumbo. Oh, is it 2
Oh,
jumbos?
it was 3, she said 3.
Oh, jumbo. I don't know if I can find a triple jumbo. Okay, Dieter, 100 grand, right? Okay. All right. Let's talk about the recital. So January 15th, we're looking at 7 o'clock. Dieter, you want to play Hopak and Rage Over the Lost Penny? Is it over the or I guess I should make sure.
Range over
Over. Oh, on here it's the. Is yours What? I need to look at the actual song because mine says. Oh, that's funny. The contents, table of contents says the, and then the actual song on mine says Which would you like to announce? Rage Over a Lost Penny or the? Okay, let's do that.
I like the.
Okay, Hopak and Rage Over Lost Penny. Amelia, will you walk a little faster in Hopak? Okay. Isaac, Keys of Canterbury and Rage Over Lost Penny.
Keys of Canterbury and Hopak.
Oh, and Hopak. Okay.
I have 4 favorite songs. Rage Over Lost Penny, Hopak, Keys of Canterbury, and Ice Dancing. My 4 favorite songs. I cannot choose.
Those are good too. 3 out of 4 of you are playing Hopak. I'm fine with that if that's your favorite song, just so you know that you're going to hear it a couple of times. Are you guys cool with that? Yeah? Okay. So, Dieter, what song would you like to do for festival?
Hopak.
Hopak. Isaac, what song do you want to do for festival? So this is the one that I'm going to kind of grade you on a little bit and judge you different aspects of it.
That.
Keys of Canterbury. Okay. Okay. And Amelia?
Will you walk a little faster?
I thought you were going to say Willy Wonka first.
Will you walk a little faster? Will you walk a little faster?
Okay, awesome. So what things should you be paying attention to when you're practicing these songs in preparation?
Legato, staccato,
Okay.
fingering.
Fingering. Ding, 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 ding. Put a bunch of stars next to fingering. Okay. I will pay attention to that. So if you are doing your own fingering,
Something my mom
I
hates.
don't know. Something your mom hates.
My mom hates in her. She has a she works at a school and she's a computer teacher. She hates when kids type like this.
Yeah,
She absolutely, it makes her really mad.
I
But
could
she
see
knows
that.
she knows that they know they're doing it wrong. And they're learning it wrong.
Yeah, that's not good. Okay, so our ensemble is Circus Monkeys, which I'm super excited
I
about.
did that.
So Dieter, part 1, Scott's going to play part 1, Amelia, part 2, and Isaac, part 3. And I will bring props that you guys can wear for our circus monkey song. Okay, so let's practice it since it's been a while. You guys can head over to your keyboard. Let's practice circus monkeys. My personal favorite. That's okay. Page 24.
You need to feel how I forgot where I can.
Do you remember? So it's playing. Yep.
I forgot where to play.
So you gotta go down to the law. The ray law. So we're gonna. Sorry, my hands are so cold. Yeah. Yeah, you got it. Remember this one, Ray? Yeah. Good, you remember. All right. Okay, everybody ready? See, it comes back. It's one of those songs. It's like ride the bike. You can remember. All right. We're gonna start a little bit slower. Okay, piano part 1, Dieter, ready? We're gonna go a little bit slower for our first time. Get back into it. Okay, ready, Isaac? Do the sharp. Yeah, it's a little slower. Okay. One faster. Good. Okay, you ready to try it faster?
Yeah.
Good.
I know
So that was like 70.
I
I want to push it to 90 and see how we do.
I like how I have it played.
I do. Okay, you ready?
My favorite. Yeah, this part is definitely my favorite.
Okay, Dieter, ready? Bum, 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 bum. That's good. Is that good tempo?
Oh yeah.
Yeah?
Oh yeah.
What do you think? Peter, you have to get a triplet in there. Is that too fast? Okay, Isaac, hold on. I gotta give you the
I like doing it that
tempo.
fast.
Now that's, we're not quite that fast. Okay. All right, so 110. All right, you ready? So. fit. You have to fit a lot of notes in there. Okay, so Isaac, will you walk a little faster? What do you think? Page 48. That's kind of a weird question. Isaac, will you walk a little faster? All right, let's see. The second page. Yep. Put your thumb on top. Kissy. So left hand's right here, but right hand starts with third finger on dough.